Alright. What is up, YouTube? M40 here. So we're going to be looking at a very interesting game from King of Barr. Now, this is 2 out of 3, but the opponent ends up leaving during Game 2. So we're here to cover Game 1 to kind of show off a little bit of love to our homies up there that we all love and know as Crystrons. Without needle fiber, by the way. We don't get good things. Trust me on that. So, for those of you that are curious, yes, we are going to be looking at Crystrons today. So, I do hope that you guys do show a little bit of love to this deck, because honestly, it's very underestimated of the things it can do. So, our opponent is playing Thunder Dragons over here, so we're going to be starting off with the Thunder Dragon for Thunder Dragon play. You guys know how this goes. Dragon Matrix is going to go ahead and warp on into Colossalus. We're going to Ash Dragon Matrix, so we're not going to worry about any sort of potential floating over there, which thankfully is the way that it needs to be. Going to warp into Titan. He's going to use Dragon Dark to attempt to resolve a search, adding in Dragonhawk. Dragonhawk is going to go do his thing to revive Dragon Dark. We're going to warp out into our friend Reproticus. Going to do a full banish to summon Lavenir, actually. This is actually relatively cute. Dragon Dark floating on back here. Reproticus is going to warp on into Summon Sorceress. So, I'm going to special summon Amber to the opponent's side of the field, which is going to be right here. Then Summon Sorceress is going to go ahead and do her thing and special summon Dragon Roar. And then we just get to warp on into a Colossus, which, I mean, this isn't a terrible board. Giving the opponent a monster to step off of, though, can be a very dangerous thing, especially in today's Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, double Colossus, Summon Sorceress, Lavenir. What a board to try to break. Such time to be alive. So, Rosinix climbing into the ladder here. Into Rhydon. I definitely love the fact that like all of these just like have stepping stone effects. There was the token on into our boy. We're going to go ahead and start climbing. Thank you, Synchro Shokan. So, whoa. So this card is Sync Summon. You can target monster your opponent controls and or in the graveyard up to the number of Synchro materials used for this bad boy. If Synchro Summon card is destroyed by battle card effect, target one banished monster and start summon it. So, this man just gets to do a free board wipe, essentially, on the opponent. Look at that value. Hello, Quarangan Redrona. I can't even pronounce this guy's name. But, free board wipe, just because, like, his opponent left all of these monsters up. And I don't know if there's anything he could have really done about seeing this board wipe come out of nowhere, because there's just not really much you can do. We're still holding Scrap Recycler and Genix Undyne over here. So, no real value. Undyne getting summoned, dropping off, getting the controller. We now have Thais Sovereign going to do its thing now. Going to add in the Presiortal. Presiortal going to discard itself. Revive our friend over here, Sulfanir. Man, these cards are so cool. Hello, Turtle. Turtle kills himself to summon Citri. Alright, hello, climbing on back up into Chambara. This card can make a second attack during each battle phase. Choo-shoosh! And there you have it, ladies. Oh no, this actually isn't... Yep. So, really cute, actually. Like, just what this card can do. The start of the damage step, this card gains 200 attack. Like, literally, OTKs. Alright, let's dig on into the deck profile, shall we? Alright, King of Barr's been trying some relatively different things with this deck, including a Light of Sekka version, and that's what we're going to be looking at today for those of you that are a little bit curious to what you were seeing. We still are testing things, so this isn't going to be necessarily the final build. This is kind of where he is at this current point in time with building and kind of messing around with things. And many people love this deck, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to cover it today for you guys. So, We have triple copies of Ash Blossom. Once again, I mean, the heart and soul of the deck, also acting as a double-sided tuner, as well as actually relatively cute for what this deck kind of needs in its life. We are playing Triple Citree. During your opponent's main phase of battle phase, you can target one non-tuner monster in your graveyard and special summon it, but its effects are going to be negated, and if you do immediately after this effect resolves, you can Synchro Shokan. And then these Synchro materials are banished instead of being sent to the graveyard, so that's relatively cute. He does act as a level 2 tuner as well. Now, the Preciotol, God, I'm probably mispronouncing it. So you can target one face of card you control, and special summon from your extra deck the rest of this turn except for machine-type Synchro monsters. Also destroy this card, and if you do special summon one Crystron tuner from your deck. Banish this card from your graveyard, special summon one Crystrons from your hand. Literally, this card does a lot. Like, being able to act as an extender, as well as summoning a tuner from the deck is really good. Crystron Quan, during your battle phase, main phase, or during your opponent's main phase or battle phase, you can special summon one non-tuner from your hand, but it has its effects negated, and then you get to immediately Synchro summon one machine-type Synchro monster using that as material. And then, of course, this is a quick effect for those of you that don't know, but just a tuner that you can do some cute things with. Rion, during your opponent's main phase battle phase, you also get to go ahead and do an Excel Synchro. And then these Synchro materials are going to be shuffled into the deck instead of being sent to the graveyard. I actually don't really like this one, but I mean, I get it. We have one copy of Rosinix, target one face of card you control. I special summon from your extra deck for this turn, except for machine-type Synchro monsters. Destroy this card. You special summon one Crystron tuner from your deck, but banish this card from your... Oh yeah, you can banish this card from your graveyard, get the Crystron token. You can't tribute the token. That'd be too broken, but dumping this off of Undyne is pretty cute. We have Triple Sulfoneer, so if this card is in your graveyard or hand, you can discard one Crystron card, special summon this guy. Special summon this card in defense mode, then you destroy one card you control. This card on the field is destroyed by battle card effect. You can special summon a Crystron from your deck in defense mode. Yay, extenders. Triple Thivercern, so you can target one face of card you control. You get locked for the turn into machine-type Synchro monsters from the extra deck. And then you get to special summon one Crystron from your deck. Manage this card from your graveyard to add a Crystron monster from your deck to your hand. I love all the searching that this deck actually gets to do. It's relatively cute. Now, we are playing 2 copies of Dupe Frog. Barr was talking about wanting to possibly explore different options. Possibly playing Totally Awesome, but like, it's kind of... It's up in the air a little bit. We have 2 copies of Effect Veiler. More tuner action stopping the opponent. Triple copies of Undyne, honestly one of the best cards that the deck has, like for a core normal summon to start the engine. We have 2 copies of Ghost Ogre, additional hand trap tuners that you can basically paralyze your opponent with. We have triple copies of Math Man. Basically, it's another copy of Undyne for literally your combo's sake. 1 copy of Ronin Totem. Once again, extenders, everybody. We have triple copies of Scrap Recycler. So when this card is normal special, you can send 1 machine monster from your deck to the graveyard. It's almost like we have hella extenders here. And then you can shuffle 2 level 4 Earth Machine type monsters. Yeah, we don't care about that effect. But you do get another dump ability option off of just a core normal summon, which is honestly more what this deck wants to do 75% of the time. Now, Triple Swap Frog, you guys are kind of understanding like why we really want to explore the Frog and are totally awesome in this. But once again, like 95% of these do lock the extra deck into that machine synchro monster. So like people do need to understand that there is a little bit of splashability options that might be a little bit more limited because of that. And then of course 1 vanilla monster. And then, of course, we have triple Sekka's Light. Pot of Greed, letting you draw 2 cards, is relatively good. Like, you just have to understand, like, when you're sliding, more spells and traps and things like that are something to consider. Now, the extra deck down here. 1 copy of Summon Sorceress. Yay, extenders! 1 copy of Reproticus, making this all happen for Summon Sorceress. 1 Cleave 4 Genius, just a very generic Link monster. We have 1 Miss Starboy, 1 Isolde for... you know, cherries. We have 1 White Aura Whale, so it's 1 tuner monster plus 1 non-tuner water monster. When this card is synced, somebody destroy all monsters your opponent has in attack position. This card can make 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase, and this card attacks defense mode monster, you get trample. And then, oh no, inflicts, yeah, it gets trample. If this card you control is destroyed by your opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, banish 1 water monster from your graveyard, special summon this card, and if you do, it's treated as a tuner. Like, this card's fat. We have 1 Trishula, 1 copy of Samurai Destroyer. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, your opponent can activate cards or effects till the end damage step. Also, that opponent's monster has its effects negated during the battle phase. This face-up card in its owner's possession leaves field because an opponent's card effect target a machine monster in your graveyard and special summon it. Of course, we have Power in Zektron, 1 Chumbara, 1 Gwingon Galado, I can never pronounce that guy, Quandax, 1 Phoenix, 1 Amatrix, and 1 Coral Dragon. Definitely a lot of consideration to changing Coral Dragon into something potentially better. But it is a tuner, so it's kind of up in the air. Side deck here, we have triple Smiger. We have 2 copies of Prankatops, triple copies of Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries, triple Twin Twisters, 1 copy of Crystrons Impact, and triple Evenly Matched. Please adjust your side deck and main deck appropriately when siding for these options. So, this is Crystrons, guys. Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about Barr's new list. And, well, guys, that is all I have for this video. Peace out. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a Truffle Shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out VanCole40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.